Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. Sorry. It's a bit difficult to breathe. I'm getting bored of this pain and wanted to come here again on this ayat. So here we are, back to this ayat, Surah 33, ayat 59, and the similar ayats on this. Tell you that, show you, not tell you. Sorry, again, I make these mistakes and more mistakes that I make. I hope, sorry about it, but hope you can bear with me here with all my mistakes and all, and not able to express myself properly. Okay, but I have to do this, you see, before I die. So Surah 33 at 59, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the women of the believers to bring down over themselves of their outer garments that is more suitable, that they will be known and not be abused. And ever is Allah forgiving and merciful. So Allah has to put this here. It is quite strange. Ever is Allah forgiving and merciful, then He should just be forgiving and merciful to all, regardless of what crimes they commit, what evil people they are, or evils they do, or wrongs they do. Anyhow, this is our Allah. He was my Allah too, by the way. So, not to be abused, this is very important here. And so, the believing women being covered, and the question arises, would the disbelieving women be molested by Muslims? Right? Muslim women and men and women. So, some Muslims would go to this ayat, the ayat before that I haven't put here, so going to it. Here, Surah 33, did I? Yeah, this tafsir. Oh my goodness, sorry. Yeah, the ayat. Going to Surah Ahzab, ayat 58, the ayat before this ayat. So that's right. And sorry, I just, what is the ayat now? Okay, and those who annoy believing men and women undeservedly, right? Bear on themselves the crime of slander and plain sin. Or this is Mahassan. Take Maududi then, or Sahih, and become indecisive. And Sahih International. And those who harm believing men and believing women for other than what they have earned have certainly borne upon themselves a slender and manifest sin. So the Muslims would say, oh no, or some, I don't know, what do you think the Muslims will say? Does they know the disbelieving women cannot be abused or what? Right? Because here it says the disbelievers who harm, meaning, right? Those are the disbelievers who harm believing men and believing women. Without them, without the believing men and believing women having earned it, then that would be they have earned for themselves, or what? It's certainly borne upon themselves a slender and manifest sin. So we can have a debate, a discussion on this, and the ball keeps tossing back and forth, right? We can keep tossing this back and forth. Like, would the disbelieving women be in any danger against these believing men and believing women? um, Maybe you'll say no, maybe the Muslims will say yes, maybe some will say no, some will say yes, and it goes on. This ayat, we can, or some will say yes, we can annoy and abuse these women who are not covered in our Islamic state or even abroad in the non-Muslim countries. So, so what we can do is, okay, but at least we can see that the Muslims, women and men and women, since I'm a woman, I say women first, but Allah says men first. Allah puts believing men first. And then afterwards, the believing women. Have you noticed? So sorry about that. So, will the disbelieving women be molested by Muslims, harmed, or what? If they are not covered, at least we can come to this that the believing Muslims would think bad of these Muslim women, oh, sorry, disbelieving women, right, who are not covered, think bad about them, right? That and taking the tafsir of Maududi. So Shias might say, no, 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 but you would think bad, right? Even if not taking the tafsir of Maududi, because Maududi was a Sunni Muslim. So taking the tafsir of Maududi, hold your horses, Shias, right? I think you would, some of you would think that these people are, these women at least who have not covered themselves, want to enjoy the life of this world, and they will, they're just, they have at least they have the life of this world, and so let them enjoy here, be free, as they call it, freedom, not covering themselves and all this. At least you would think that, Shias. And then later on, go to hell, right? In the end. If not that they are loose, ill reputed, if not like some Sunnis who follow Maududi's tafsir and read this tafsir on this Surah 33 at 59 from QuranX.com I've taken, will thus be recognized, will be recognized to be noble. Will thus be recognized means this part of the be known. So these believing women of the Prophet, and meaning his daughters, his wives, his, what his right hands possess, and the women of the believers will be recognized. Recognized as what? Believers? No, recognized. Maududi says here. So for the Sunnis, much on this, will be recognized to be noble and chaste women from their simple and modest dress. So then these Muslims would, of course, think that disbelievers who believe in what Maududi has written here would think that the disbelieving women and females, girls who don't cover themselves, are not noble, not chaste, loose, maybe indecent, indecently dressed, so indecent, and women of ill repute. And some wicked person could cherish evil hopes for them, and they earned it. They earned it. So, like Allah says in Surah 33 at 58, if the believing women and have not earned it and you annoy them, so could you take it as, well, these disbelieving women or girls have earned it? So you see, Allah makes you in such a, puts you in such a mindset that even some of the Shias said there is a danger of some Shias thinking like this in a bad way of about these disbelieving women or girls. Ill repute. And there's more written. I can show you, I've shown you in my previous live streams, right? Tafsirs, QuranX.com. So, tafsir of Sayyid Abul Ala Maududi on this, Surah 33 at 59. It's terrible. So, so what can we come? I want to show you, right, something that again in this again it's like the Yusuf's thing case. Zuleikha, the king's wife. Her name is not mentioned in the Quran, but we know from the Hadith and all that Islamic sources. The king's wife seducing, trying to seduce Yusuf. What happens, right? So, what? Why would Yusuf be seduced by a woman? Hmm? So, a man can be seduced by a woman, right? And still, for him, there's no covering in Islam. And Yusuf was the chosen servant of Allah. Still, for a man, the only thing for a man is that he's supposed to cover his private parts, right? His private part and lower his gaze. Surah, was it Surah 24, Ayah 30? Tell the believing men to reduce some of their vision and guard their private parts. That is purer for them. Indeed, Allah is aware of what they do, right? So imagine Yusuf having to lower his gaze, and of course, he's okay. At that time, also, the private parts were covered. Let's assume that, right? The men. So Yusuf was seduced, and the Islamic sources say that he was very, 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 very handsome. Was the most handsome, I think, prophet ever, right? So Allah made him that way. He was very handsome. Now, Zuleikha wanted him. The king's wife got, with this. And there's another thing in Surah Yusuf that when the women, Egyptian women of that time, blame Zuleikha, the king's wife, for seducing and being like, having gone over, like being this thing over him. She calls them, and then she says, take a knife, sit, and uh, with the fruits and everything, and then asks Yusuf to enter, and while they're cutting the fruit or whatever, or they're eating, I don't know, they had a knife, right? And it's in that on their this thing, wherever, dinner table or food, lunch time, Yusuf enters and they cut their finger, right? The women, all of them are like, oh my God, such a handsome man he is. Imagine they get so stunned, they cut their finger. So Yusuf was very, very handsome. Now, coming to the Shia tafsir on this, that the men also on this ayat, that the men are supposed to lower their gaze, Surah 24, Surah Nur, where's Surah Nur ayat? Just I've put it here. Just looking, sorry, Surah Nur ayat. So then, taking the case of Yusuf, how handsome he was, and the women got like stunned, amazed at the beauty, handsomeness of Yusuf, right? So, Surah 24, ayat 30, tell the believing men to reduce of their vision, says Allah. Now, did this protect Yusuf from being uh, attacked sexually? Seduced by Zuleikha? No. And guard the private parts. So, what is this? History changes, or what has changed now in Islam? That is pure for them. Indeed, Allah is aware of what they do. I know. Allah says, I change some ayats, abrogate them, and I substitute them for other ayats, or just make them to be forgotten. The ayats, right? Sorry, it's my English has become. So now what's happened to God? That he tells the believing men to reduce their vision. When if Yusuf had done it and guarded his private parts, and he surely at that time, I think, let's assume that the private parts were, and if not the men's, then the women's also were showing. As let's assume in Egypt that the private parts, they had a dress and all, but they would not reduce their vision, right? The men. Now they're told, what's happened to Allah now? Telling the men to reduce their vision, meaning lower their gaze. Another translation of this ayat, Surah 24, ayat 30. Moreover, what the Shia commentary says, very helpful in this analyzing this situation. The rule of modesty applies to men as well as women, right? Analyzing this to understand that this is a mind, like I keep saying, this is a man made, mind made religion. This is not from the true Allah. These ayats also show, and moreover, the tafsirs also have both Shia and Sunni, right? So this is not to attack Shia or Sunni Islam, or but just to show, right? So that's why I've taken the Shia tafsir on this, Surah 24 at 30. It is man as the strongest sex who ignites the flame of passion into woman. That's not what happened in Yusuf's case. Surah Yusuf ayahs, right? So I'm talking not of the tafsir, but of the ayahs. The Muslims, you know very well. So so the man is addressed first to observe the rule of discipline. Now, the rule of discipline is this: Allah has given to the believing men, mentioned in these verses, not to look freely at the faces of the women who are not his sisters, daughters, mothers, or wives, who could be beautiful, and then incest can also take place. If it's this, that the stronger sex, so the women, no, the men get this flame of passion, excited. Okay, let's put it overexcited, excited about the women. Not to look freely at the faces of women. But what if their sisters, daughters, mothers are beautiful? Or wives? It's the fundamental injunction to put a complete ban on the lusting with the eyes. Oh, so that's why Allah has asked the men to lower their gazes. Because if the man looks at a woman beautiful, or even just a woman, it might ignite, get him all excited and all this. Because man has this stronger sex stronger sex drive, and a very weak man he is, right? Men are weak in this, having stronger sex drive. Oh my God. And then, but there, Yusuf's case, Surah Yusuf, right? It was the woman who got attracted to Yusuf and wanted to, like lustfully, wanted to was going for him. So she wanted to tempt him and to make him sleep with her. So the what is the complete ban on the lusting with eyes. So it comes false for Yusuf. They're the women. But, oh my God, he was so handsome. They even cut their fingers. Which serves as the most powerful agency, now they're saying, Shia tafsir, for the prevention and control of sexual crimes. So then, should Yusuf have been covered by Allah at that time? Told to cover himself, huh? So this, right? So I've taken Surah Yusuf ayats to show you how wrong this is, and to see, right, that if any Muslim thinks like this, like the Shia tafsir here, defending Allah for doing this, see that this is what history has changed, or the nature of man has changed. Before, even before Khadija, even at the time of Khadija, these verses would not have come. when Prophet Muhammad, I think, even when he got married to Khadija. So the Maltese women were not covered. Now these verses for men and women lower their gaze. What good would it do? How much will it protect the women from and from any one of us from prevention control of sexual crimes? Now Allah has realized. At Yusuf's time, he didn't realize that men should lower their gaze. But then Yusuf was not the one to seduce Zuleika, king's wife. She seduced Yusuf. So this, the way in which sense perceptions give rise to sex stimulation. This means that, oh my goodness, men they say just one look and then put your for men and even women, right? You can't keep looking. Also, in the West, there's this staircase. There's this ruling on staring at someone, stalking someone, but that's a different thing. But in educational, like institutions, when the teacher is looking at you, the male teacher, and talking to you, a female student should be looking at him. Otherwise, there in their culture, it's considered rude. So this. So don't you think, Muslims, that this is like a mind thing that and it could get worse and worse, like, you know? So here, Yusuf's case is there in Surah Yusuf. He didn't get any feeling for the king's wife or anyone. We're not told that he got. Neither did Musa or those women he saw, right? Uh, whose daughters were they? Another prophet or righteous person, servant of God, his daughters. And so they came up to him bashfully and they said, "Will you work for us? You helped us," and all this. So this thing of this tafsir of the Shias is not right. So this will not. Okay. You might say it will protect us a little bit, the men, from sexual crimes. But it didn't protect Yusuf from the sexual crime that Zuleika wanted to do against him without his will. And moreover, right, he says, not even his mind could get him to, not go for Zuleika. Yes, that's true, because here he says in Surah 12, ayat 53, I do not seek to free myself from blame, for indeed the soul is ever inclined to evil, except those shown mercy from my Lord. Surely my Lord is all forgiving, most merciful. If Allah had mercy on all men, like He had mercy on Yusuf, then they would be not be affected by lust, right? By just looking at women and lusting, and the sexual crimes would not be there so much. If only they would not be there at all. So here, Surah 12, ayat 53, Yusuf is admitting, confessing that he would have gone for Zulekha, okay. But then again, um, what saved him? Did Akal save him? No. Although in Surah 12, ayat 23, did his mind save him? Did common sense save him? Although he says here, Joseph answered, May Allah grant me refuge when the lady was attacking Joseph, right? Sought to tempt him to herself, Surah 12 by 23. And one day, bolting the doors, she said, Come on now. Yusuf answered, May Allah grant me refuge first and foremost. My Lord has provided an honorable abode for me. So how can I do something so evil? such wrongdoers never prosper. Okay, he realizes this, but again, he in Surah 12, ayat 53, the later ayat in Surah 12, he confesses, I do not seek to free myself from blame, for indeed the soul is ever inclined to evil, except those shown mercy by my Lord. So whose fault is it? It's not the men's eyes lusting, and that's why they were told to lower their gaze. If they cannot stop themselves unless Allah have mercy on them. So Allah keeping His mercy away from you men, then all this problem comes up, right? Even if the men use their minds, you can't stop. Yusuf, moreover, seeks refuge in Allah from what Zulaykha is doing to him, trying to, yeah. So, and then Allah is saying in Surah 10, Ayat 100, no one can believe except by Allah's leave. So, on this belief, also, He starts with belief. And Allah lays abomination on those who do not use their understanding and conduct, says Maududi in the translation of this ayat, right? So, this means, what is Maududi saying? Wrong thinking, right thinking. Would right thinking of Yusuf get him to stay away from Zulaykha? Not even the right thinking that the king, they've given me a good stay, my lord. No. And then it's about wrong thinking and right thinking to bring you to the belief, to believing in this, right? Also, this ayat, Surah 10, ayat 100, would make you believe in Allah. No one can believe, but Allah says, by my permission, by my permission. Yet He says, and Allah lays abomination on those who do not use their understand. Aql. Now, Maududi puts understanding and conduct. And then the two are combined together by the Muslims, right? To believe in Allah, although with the permission of Allah, and yet you must use your aql too. Don't leave your aql behind. So Allah is saying, although, I mean, we can give tafsirs and you can see the tafsirs. I think what they're trying to say, even Maududi, is that although Allah says, by my permission, no one can believe, but you're supposed to also use your reason, your aql, your understanding, conduct, wrong thinking, wrongdoing. It says, but he throws the filth of ignorance, deviation, wrong thinking, and wrongdoing on the one who is not a seeker after the truth and does not use his common sense properly because of his prejudice. So, along with the permission of Allah, you need to also use your common sense, your aql, reason, intellect. Some say it's intellect, some say it's the mind. And even this understanding of the heart, you would say, because Allah says in the Quran that understanding comes from the heart at times, right? And not the mind. But there are people, Muslims, who have thought that understanding comes from the mind. And so is Allah saying aql, even intellect comes from the heart, reason, logic, all that. So this we can keep open for the Muslims to find out. We don't want to, you know, अपना दिमाग क्यों खराब करें इस पे, right? To understand this, there's so many contradictions and all this, and so many different views and beliefs about these Quran ayats, interpretations on Quran ayats by the Muslims themselves, that it is such a headache, mind splitting, head splitting, hair splitting. You see? So all these complications and come when, you know, when the person, when you see, when there's treachery, simple, innocent, uncomplicated people, simple people keep life simple. But now all the complications have come And because I realized that the mind is the culprit, whether you call it the heart, the thinking heart. So, or I, as a Shia, when I was thinking, where does the mind and heart meet? Let's go there. But there's no contradiction. Mind saying something, heart saying, desire saying something, then heart, all this thing. So where there's harmony, there's understanding between the mind and the heart, harmony. This I couldn't find in my religion as a Shia Muslim. So I was stuck going round and round and round in a vicious circle. Instincts, and my heart says this, it's this intuition, it's this the mind. But it's this Allah, this, communicating to me. All this problems, right? And you don't even know at that time, you can't be sure until you go for it. And oh yeah, my mind said it, that's why it came right. True. Hello, Sanjay, brother, welcome here. Thank you for being here. So, this, right? Now, so now coming on the man made, see, Muslims, only if Allah had mercy on all men, like He had mercy on Yusuf, they would not be affected by lust and all this. Then they would not have to even be required to lower their gaze. Surah 24, Ayah 30 for men. Moreover, the women would not be required to cover themselves, believing women, Surah 33, Ayah 59, as they are required here. What else is there? Another thing on that ayat that I've forgotten uh, to just point out such. So you see what Maududi, how you see how some Muslims deny certain things that are so clear that I worked out, and others can see, non-Muslims can see, but they can't see it. So my point is to look at this also. This is why I'm drawing attention to this under Maududi's tafsir on Surah 12, Ayat 23. Generally, the commentators and translators are of the opinion that Prophet Joseph used Rabb, my Lord, for the master of the house. You see, now this is also the problem in the Muslim Ummah. And generally, this is the case. And Maududi is denying it vehemently. And what he meant to imply by way of argument was this: my Lord has treated me very kindly and kept me well in the house. How can I then be so disloyal and ungrateful as to commit adultery with his wife? Right? I, however, strongly differ with such a translation and commentary. By whom? Who is Maududi differing from? His own Muslims, not Christian apologetics or apologetics, right? Or disbelievers. He is differing strongly against his own Muslim translation and commentary on this Surah 12, Ayah 23. See, Joseph here says, may Allah grant me refuge, but then he says, my Lord has provided an honorable abode for me. So Maududi is saying that this, my Lord, is Allah. Now Yusuf has called Allah my Lord. But you see, when Yusuf goes to prison, and with his inmates, he says, he tells them that yes, our Lord is only Allah. And yet he tells one of his inmates who is supposed to be freed to mention to his Lord, that Yusuf. Okay, he has some premonitions that he can tell dreams and interpret dreams and all. And so when he mentions it, what does Yusuf say? Tell your Lord this. Don't forget to mention me to your Lord. So that Lord is the king of Egypt, Yusuf's time. But and now Maududi is denying that Yusuf himself, although yes, otherwise it would be a contradiction. But some of the Muslims have said this, right? Commentaries that in their translations and commentaries that my Lord is the king of Egypt. Yusuf is referring to here in this ayat. So then this problem also in Muslims. Although then we see a contradiction because Yusuf says I'm from Abraham, Jacob, and all this, and we only believe in one Lord. Our Lord is Allah alone, right? Meaning, if you see those Surah Yusuf ayats, but then so you see that's why Maududi is maybe that's why he's explaining here that he strongly defers to this, and he can't believe. I mean, those are my words, right, for Maududi, that this could be that though the Arabic use, okay, continuing with Maududi's translation, sorry, tafsir of this ayat, though the Arabic usage of Rab, Lord, admits of such a meaning, I have two strong reasons against this here. He's giving his opinion, strong reasons. So reasons fail, reasons differ amongst Muslims. First, it is far below the dignity of a prophet to refrain from a sin because of the regard he had for some person other than Allah. You see? So, not doing good or refraining from doing wrong for goodness sake, or just, you know, for wanting not to do wrong. Sanjay says, "Hi, sister. Present, we also work. At present, we also are working against Islam, but Sunni Islam because the majority of Islamic is Sunni, and I don't have much knowledge about Shia Islam." Oh, I'm sorry that you don't have much knowledge about Shia Islam, but I'm after if the world, why is the world against the majority Islamic Sunni and not Shia? I'm after the truth, Sanjay brother. Not that if Shias are peaceful and this and that, so let it be, leave it. You see, I'm after the truth. So my thing is on to help the Shias also leave Islam. Not just after the Sunni majority. Islam is a false religion. Whether you are a Shia, Ismaili, whether you are very peaceful, it is a false religion, Sanjay brother. So this is what I'm after. Please leave it. Why would the Shias, this is what I asked the Shias, why would you follow a religion, be in a religion which is false? And I'm proving it false, and I've been proving it false through the Shia light too. Why would they want to waste their time and life following and abiding by this religion? Huh? Sanjay brother, do you understand my care for these Muslims, Shia Muslims? Do you care working against Islam? Brother, Sanjay brother, you may be working against Islam. Why are you working against Islam then? For the majority of Islamic nation are Sunnis. Look, please tell me, because I'm working against a false religion and helping the Muslims, all of them. I don't discriminate in this way when I want to help out, right? Okay, can I continue, please? Bear with me. Thank you, Sanjay brother. Thank you for helping, but I think you should also help those Shias to leave Islam since it's a false religion. Why would you be against an Islamic Sunni religion? Islam. Islam is false, Sanjay brother. Why follow a false religion? So please let me carry on and help the Shias also to leave Islam. Okay? Thank you so much. Let me finish this and then you can have your say. But I know that my streams go for a long time, many, and you might not want to be here for an hour or so. Uh, I do not understand this. That why you would be after the majority rather than the minority. Also, no discrimination is a false religion. When you're helping someone, it's a false religion. I don't understand your this reasoning. Sorry, brother. But you're most welcome here. You can give your opinions and all in this way, in a respectful way. I appreciate it much, Sanjay brother. And I wish you the best, your country and your people and your family. I wish you all the best. But please now let me, okay, so let me go back to this. So whether Shia or Sunni, you see, whether Ahmadi, whether Bori, whether Ismailis, don't waste your time on this religion. You see, even Shia Islam, I mean, giving such things would make the Shias think that, okay, men, we men are stronger in sex. And so, how harmful this is to think like this. And don't you think that it is the thinking when there's a verse in the Quran that each one, Allah says, is acting according to his disposition, right? Each one is acting according to his disposition. Then bring cultures in. Everyone acts in a manner, everyone acts in a manner peculiar to himself. And your sustainer is fully aware as to who has chosen the best path. So Allah is saying this is the best path. And they're acting according to their disposition, their peculiar mannerism, their habits, and all this. Look at the tafsir of this ayat, my goodness, also. And look at what Allah is saying here, right? So it is the habit. If you're born, let's say you were born in an indigenous family, and those indigenous forest people, just didn't wear much clothes, right? You would not be, there would not be sexual crimes there, lusting for women and all this. Nakedness, we were born naked, right? And why can't we be like animals then? When Allah appeals to nature, telling the Christians in Surah Maryam ayat 90 that the mountains come crumbling down and the earth split and God knows what, right? So I'll come to this. I need to show you on this also, analyze and how this is related. This ayat, Surah 17, ayat 84, is related to what I'm saying, what I'm showing you Muslims, hurting you. So where was I now? Sorry, Surah Maryam ayat 90, whereby the heavens are almost torn and the earth is split asunder and the mountains fall in ruins that they call on a sun. Ascribe, the word is not ascribe. I've shown you in my earlier, if you were there, sorry, I can't show you now. The word is dawa, which means a calling, inviting a son to Allah. And Allah has put such a word there, Arabic word, really is terrible. But now we're on the point of heavens are torn. So look, we were born naked, right? So then what is this? And Allah goes against him. And I found a contradiction against Surah 99, 90 also. In Surah Zumar ayat 4. Now you see the intention of Allah. If He intend, so it's against what? Be and it is when Allah says. And Allah moreover says in Surah Zumar ayat 4 that if I wanted to, I could have taken a son from what I have created. But then He gives us attributes there in the end. So it's just, not right. What word shall I use for that? I can't use that word. So this also, right? contradiction. Like then Allah Himself is saying that if He could choose a son. If He intended to have a son, He could have chosen from what He created as He willed, and all that, right? Surah Zumar. And then He goes on to give His some of His attributes. Only three attributes. He's one. So what if He's one? Right? So I did a series on live streams on that. And He's contradicting Himself. So Allah states that it's against His nature, or what here? Against nature for Him to take a son. The previous ayat that they say that Allah has taken a son, not begotten a son. Also, uh, you know, uh, pay attention to the ayats, words. Surah Maryam ayat 89, or where He says, before this ayat, they say that Allah has taken a son, not begotten a son. The word, Arabic word, go and see. So Surah Zumar ayat 4 we can take, proves Allah wrong in this way because of what Allah states in that ayah, proving Himself wrong in this ayah, right? Where would the heavens be torn and earth be split asunder and mountains fall in ruins if Allah had at least Allah had taken a son? Take Surah Zumar ayat 4. Do I have to explain that word by word? All right, not on this live stream at least. Not for this live stream. Then understanding okay, so if Allah, by the permission of Allah, you believe and Allah lays abomination. So we see that Yusuf fails to even use what he says in Surah Yusuf ayat. Where's Surah Yusuf ayat? Earlier on, 23, that the Lord, my Lord, has provided an honorable abode for me. Right? No, this doesn't stop him because if this stopped him, then there would be a contradiction between Surah 12 ayat 23 and Surah 12 ayat 53 when Yusuf says, and I do not seek to free myself from blame, for indeed the soul is ever inclined to evil. That means even the chosen servant of Allah's soul, like Yusuf's soul, is inclined to evil, except those shown mercy by my Lord. Surely my Lord is all forgiving, most merciful. That's just written without really meaning. Allah writes, surely my Lord is all forgiving. If He was all forgiving and all merciful, most merciful, He would have. And then, the Sunnis and the Shias can go deeper into being what means most merciful, but what means most forgiving? Mercy for the cruel, giving respite to the cruel, wicked tyrants. But what does Allah mean by all forgiving? Then all forgiving to the cruel, wicked tyrants also. And people who are harmful, meaning also zalim. Oh my God, and hypocrites also. Anyways, these problems coming up that I'm showing you, pointing out, although they're not related to the topic. So Yusuf using his mind, but what actually helps him? God helps him. Go back to, no, go down to Surah 12 ayat 53, not Surah 12 ayat 23, right? So I worked it out that only if Allah had mercy on all the men, there would be no covering, nothing for the women, nor the lowering of the eyes, gaze for the men in front of women or wherever. Okay. And another thing is that look at what my Lord Maududi doesn't want to agree on this. I have two strong reasons against this here. So continuing, Maududi's tafsir on this ayat, Surah 12, ayat 23. First, it is below the dignity. Okay, I read this. And the second one is where it's second, there is not a single instance in the Quran that a prophet ever called anyone other than Allah his Rabb, his Lord. Oh, goodness. But Maududi, when you come to Surah 12, same Surah, ayat 100, what happens? Zachariah has bowed to, done sajda to Yusuf, right? Okay, Sanjay is saying, sister, I think you misunderstood my point. Oh, sorry, both Shia and Sunni is false. I said that I don't have much knowledge on Shia Islam as much as I had in Sunni Islam. Okay, so if you want to, how do you know about Sunni Islam not being a Sunni, Sanjay brother? So if you want to know, there are books, authentic books online for free. You can go and search them out. Google search the websites, Al-Islam, Shia websites, and gain your knowledge from that. This is not the topic, brother Sanjay. So please go and find out. Uh, so now you're saying because of majority Islamic Sunni and I don't have much knowledge. Sister present, we are also working against Islam, but Sunni Islam. Yes, you're working against, and I'm working against Shia Islam too. So since I have knowledge, but I can't give you the knowledge at this time, right? Please go searching for the against Shia Islam too. And I don't have much knowledge about Shia Islam. Whatever help I can give you when I come, especially on Shia Islam. So afterwards, right, Sanjay brother? The Quran is the main book of both Sunnis and Shias, right? The holy book, main book. So this is what I'm doing from, and I'm trying in my own way. Sometimes I can't articulate or express myself properly in English, and in Urdu I'm illiterate. So I'm trying to help as I go on, showing contradictions in the Quran ayats and telling the Shias also not to wait for Imam Mahdi because Imam Mahdi will not come, right? Surah Tahrim ayat found, at least this ayat should be true in your Quran, right? And Imam Mahdi should have given you the Quran, made Quran available for you. The true Quran that if you believe passed on from Prophet Muhammad to Imam Ali. Okay, since we don't have that true Quran, and even your religious scholars, 12 Shias, have taken recourse to this Quran instead of Imam Ali's Quran, right? And showing us this Quran, multilingual Quran, is there. Aka Mehdi Puya's tafsir and Ali commentary tafsir. So we have to use this Quran, and that's how I started using this Quran. Okay, so then, okay, let's just finish Maududi's this point that no prophet. So Zechariah and please, what is your English? I use English. Sanjay, I cannot. Why are you asking me my native language? What is your problem, Sanjay brother? Can you not wait until I finish this, please? I said, please, can you wait until I finish? Then you can ask me questions, but I'm not going to give you the answer to this. It is not. What is so important for you, Sanjay brother? Are you a Brahman Hussaini or something? Brother, why is my native language? You're not on the topic, and I'm not. If you're helping the Sunnis, please go and help the Sunnis to leave Islam. I'm here for all the Muslims to help the Shias also. Please let me do my work. Let me finish this. Seems like you're not being honest with me. Can you please allow me to finish this? Then you can have your say, whatever you want to say. I can do a different. Okay, okay, sorry, carry on. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So I will give you time. Afterwards, you can question me, but really, native language is not important. And the Quran, I've learned from Quran.com. And a long time ago, when I told my Quran teacher that this problem here, written Allah, and he accepted it. He said, "You're right." And then he said, "If I find a reason for it, I will come back to teach you the Quran in Arabic. If I don't find the reason, I will not come back to teach you." He didn't come back. Such an honorable man, Quran teacher. You see? One mistake in the Quran, he couldn't find a reason for it, and he didn't make excuses and try to, make it into whatever lame excuses giving me. So you see, this, and I've learned the Quran Arabic in Arabic. There's a lot of help online. Uh, it's not important. You see, so Anand Kuttati, at Sanjay Anand Kuttati, Kuttati. What does it mean? Okay, he's. Sorry, don't mean to offend you, but I think that you are not being that honest, Sanjay, brother. And now he's deleted his messages here on live chat. Okay. Now, O Prophet, Prophet, tell your wives, if you seek the world and its embellishments, then come, I will make some provision. Oh, this is make some provision for you and release you in an honorable way. Muslims, you shouldn't be annoying those or no, I jumped. You shouldn't be annoying those apostates also, right? Leaving, threatening their threatening them, threatening their lives, wanting to take their lives. It's not right. Don't do it. See, because Prophet Muhammad told his wives, and this I've worked out since I've come here on Surah 33 at 28, we will provide for you and honorably set you free. This means they've left Islam, right? The wives of the Prophet. Some of his wives were gentle and faithful, some were envious and avaricious, whom the Holy Prophet has commanded, as commanded by Allah in this verse, offered to set free in a goodly manner. So, not harassing them or anything. So, why would the Muslims harass apostates and give them death threats? I mean, this is just, you see, what is in Islam is just for their interest, like in Surah 9, Surah Tawbah ayats, you see, now kill all those who do not convert to Islam, right? And finding excuses to kill the Jewish tribes, Arab Jewish tribes at that time, and all this. All these were excuses. And some would take this, some Muslims would take this ayat to mean that, oh, the women are not supposed to be, if the Prophet's wives are told that you can, I come, I will provide for you, and moreover, meaning in my words, on one's words, this ayat, moreover, release you with an honorable way, meaning Jamila, beautiful, honorable, meaning I will not harass you, I will not stop you, try to stop you, annoy you, harass you, whatever, like the Muslims are doing here. So some would take this, some Muslims would take this verse meaning now coming to their attention that we're not supposed to penalize the women for leaving Islam, the female. This also, right? As Buya Ali commentary, Shia commentary says on this ayat, free in a goodly manner. set free in a goodly manner. But the men, yes, whatever you can do to the men, apostates, penalize them, right? So this, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters, back to this ayat. So you see, and not be abused. So some would say that believing men and women, at least they would think bad about these women, disbelieving women, right? Not they wouldn't think about them at least like they think of these believing women who cover themselves as they are told to cover themselves here. And this also a problem they don't know for sure unless they take be Fatma the Zahra, the Shias and the Sunnis, they take their own way on this interpretation of the Quran ayats. So how to cover themselves with the jalbab, okay? And even Islam doesn't order the men to be covered, but only lower the gaze and cover the private parts. What's the use when Yusuf, when a woman, you know, attacked Yusuf, sexual assault on him? Tell the believing men to reduce. What else am I missing? Reduce their gaze or lower the gaze. Sahih International, reduce of their vision and guard the private parts. So all this, I've already read out the Shia tafsir on this. See? So what I'm trying to say is that, so got it? What else? So we go to this, then I will continue with this ayat. You see, everyone has their own also. If, this is a mind made religion, I say, but also like, look, cultural differences and mannerism, disposition, behavior, habit, and all this. So I'll go through the tafsir of Surah 17, ayat 84, and show you that if you're born in a non-Muslim upbringing family, then you would respect these women and girls who don't cover themselves like Allah wanted them to be covered. Quran ayat, right? Or men lowering their gaze and having this problem of sight being very evil, lustful, and sense perceptions and strong drive, sex drive. So to even look at a woman, a ghair, non-mahram woman, would be it will bring that up, that sexual drive for them, because these men have a strong sexual drive, according to, that's why, according to the Shia on this, right? Ah, Sanjay has come back, Surah 24, ayat 33 also. What about Surah 24, ayat 33? Yeah, prostitution of fatayatakum is allowed. What does it have to do with this topic of mine? So this, anyways, there will be another thing distracting me here. It will start. So let me just see if I can. How far can I continue with this ayat? I will. What would you like to say? You can comment here on Surah 24, ayat 33. I've already done a lot on this. Prostitution is allowed, not compelled, but just prostitution without the force. Thank you for reminding me of that, Sanjay, brother. And Israelites, right? So if you're even cultural differences, like in the West, you go, and in London, living there, I wasn't like the men were not coming after me like crazy. We had the tube stations were full at times, trains, crowded, and no one would touch me like they would in Karachi, in Sadr area or somewhere. Nowhere near this. So if, see, Allah Himself says, say, everyone acts in a manner peculiar to himself, and your sustainer is fully aware as to who has chosen the best path. Or each one acts in a manner reflecting his character. um, so let's look at the tafsir of this ayat, right? Tafsir of Surah Isra, ayat 84. What do the Sunnis say about this, and what does Marif al Quran say about this? Regarding the explanation of the word Shakila, where's Shakila? Sorry, I know one Shakila. In verse 84, everyone acts his own style. Several interpretations have been reported. Several interpretations have been reported from authorities among the early righteous elders, meaning Muslim righteous elders. Such a disposition, habit, instinct, intention, way, or manner. You see? So this can be influenced, you can be influenced by your environment. In some, all these turn into a second nature in terms of the circumstances, right? So, like I was saying, in other words, habits and customs, like you're brought up to believe what you're brought up, what you're, you see around you, what you're told. It has an influence on you, your environment, your upbringing, your community. So if the community is like, like Yusuf's time, then, or even Khadija's time, polytheist. Khadija was not a polytheist, the Muslims say, but at least she was living there and she wasn't covering herself like what the wives of the Prophet are told to even now ask behind the hijab, the parting. The men, sorry, the men are supposed to ask them behind the being behind the hijab. Surah 33 at 53, is it? So, and moreover, the women, believing women, the women of the Prophet are, what else is there? Speak softly. So that, like, suppose if I want to speak kindly to a man who has helped, or, just like community, making a community, a kindness to the grocery man, to the milkman. Hello, how are you? Good morning, this, that, not even saying brother, but that would not be allowed in Islam because some say even the believing women have to follow this, not only the Prophet's women on that ayat, uh, right? So it would not be allowed to do that. We would be considered what? Oh, if they do something to us, then you know what Allah says on that ayat, right? Where's that ayat? Surah, is it Surah Azab, ayat 32? Yeah, I was going to come. I think I've opened this. Oh, wives. No, it is wives, or it's the women. Or wives. Ya Nisa. It's women of the Prophet. So this doesn't mean only the wives. It means all those women of the Prophet. You are not like anyone among the women. If you fear Allah, then do not be soft in speech, lest should be moved with desire he who in his heart is a disease, but say a word appropriate, right? So if women, disbelieving women, just being kind to men who's like, grocery man, mailman. Hello, how are you? Good morning. Like our private taxi drivers in London. Oh, yes, okay, we're coming. We were very rich at that time. So we could afford, and they knew us. They knew our family name. They would call us with our family name. They wouldn't call my mother's name, nor me as a child. They wouldn't call us. Yes, okay, we're coming. My surname, huh? And they were so good, and we were so, good with them. So if we're soft spoken, kindness, out of kindness and politeness. So Allah doesn't even allow the politeness of women against men here. Even the believing men, I think. The politeness is not allowed here. Harsh tone or firm what is not soft in speech. Can you beat this? And then we're told that the women, the tafsir of this is that protection. I mean, how much now the women can't even bring their voices out. Maybe some Muslim believing women will say we don't want to even want to talk to men. Just shut. They get so scared. Some women would be so scared believing women. This is horrible. Do you see the wrong Allah has done to these Muslims, whether Sunnis or Shias or whoever, right? And now there is like His Highness Ah Khan the Third, the Ismaili Imam, had removed the hijab in India when they were in India from the Ismailis because of Surah 24, Ayat uh, 55. New religion for those who are righteous believers. Allah has promised for them. So the Imams can then, even the believers can have their religion, and it depends. There are different interpretations of that ayat by different Muslims. But the Ismaili Shias interpreted that ayat saying that now no hijab, right? No salah like 5 times and all this. And the fasting is different the whole year round. You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to misbehave. Behave properly in the daira, in the boundaries of this religion, Islam. But now they're different religion, right? Allah has given them. So this also. But look at these poor ones who have stayed in this religion and don't give regard or misinterpret or differently interpret, Surah 24, ayat 55. Observe taqwa and on him and those which may be inappropriate of view of higher prophetic station. This about the wives and the women. So some say even Muslim women, it's incumbent and obligatory for them to follow this, even though it refers to this ayat to the women of Prophet Muhammad. The arrangement of, and where is that part I want to read out? Part I want to read out relates to restrictions on the modality of voice and speech as part of the rules of hijab or parda applicable to women and begins with the words. So do not be too soft in your speech. How? Too soft or soft? It means, in that Surah 4 at 34, some have said taking the hadith that hit by with the musag, hit the woman or just stay away. But idrabu or that word in Arabic used, I found in that other ayat. And I will take the Quran ayat word first. What does it mean from the Quran ayat? If there's no like different meanings attached, now walk away. Walk away. Some Muslims have said, "Oh, this word means idrabu or whatever, to walk away." Sorry if I've mispronounced that Arabic word, and not to hit, but my goodness, it's really terrible. And those wives who are beaten and all this, think of that, right? So they've also misunderstood that word, like strike at the very fingertips, given in another ayat. This and the word Surah in Surah 4 ayat 34. I mean, this is really, unacceptable. Then we have these poor women, they have to see what is appropriate and how to speak appropriately, manners, and uh, like not too softly or talk softly in a manner that would cause temptation. They have to be very careful. And in essence, the aim of the first instruction is to empower women. This is how God wants to empower women to achieve the high station of self protection. Achieve the high station of self protection from non mahram men, even the believing men who are not mahram, who are not legal for them. Legit, you know. Oh my God. Ouch. Ah, so my pain, I think this liver side pain is gone. The pain of this, if someone cuts me now, I think I will not bleed. Cuts me into pieces. Sorry, I'm exaggerating. But that pain I had, so bored of that pain, I said, let me come here. I'm doing my healing online. My God, what is this? Empower women to achieve the high station of self protection from non mahram men, also, believing men who are non mahram. Please, this makes my blood boil. A personal avoidance, legal hijab, to speak softly, and this is not empowerment, women. Please. So everyone acts according to their own disposition. And if your disposition was how you were brought up, how the European women are brought up, you can wear less clothes, not be covered like the believing women. You see the effect of this. Look, look. What is the thing of this Asur? No, Surah Isra. Where's Surah Isra at 84? See, everyone acts in a manner peculiar to himself, and and your sustainer is fully aware. See, I didn't open the multilingual Quran on it's Surah Isra at 84. Let me do that now. Going to help the Muslims. Please, Sanjay, also help me to help the Muslims. Please, on your wherever you're doing this to help the Sunnis leave Islam because you don't know Shia Islam. Please, because this is a false religion, and it you must not waste your time and look at the things like this is from the mind. You see, this is shaitan, or this is not even Allah, or what? Oh, Surah Isra 17, Ayat 84, right? Please help me. Sanjay brother, helping Shias also to leave. Refer to the comment. Oh no. Now, Surah, ouch. Surah Bakra ayat, Surah Bakra ayat 256. No, no. 256. Surah Bakra ayat 256. Say, everyone acts according to his manner. Allah admits that. Everyone has their own mannerism. So, if you, even on this now, not the mind, but the manner, the disposition, the way you are brought up, right? The tafsir we read, so I forget this. Sunni tafsir on this. Surah Israel. Huh? Forget Shia on this. Such as disposition, habit. How are habits formed? Tell me. Ouch. Practice, practice, practice. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So when you're seeing all these women who, what do the, with t-shirts or sleeveless or not covered like the Muslim women, some Muslim women, but so what happens to your mind, to your disposition, intention, way, or manner? Respect equality for all women. If you were brought up to say girls, and girls are girls, girls are not uh, like to be married to the children, then if you see how you are brought up will make how, like, to respect also all women, whether covered or uncovered, or equally. Okay, it's their religion, let them cover themselves. I respect you, but we don't have a problem with those who respect the women who are not covered like Muslims, but we have a problem with those Muslims who are Muslims, right? On this, who how they would put the ones who don't cover themselves and are not Muslims down badly in their minds, at least. This is not right. And then the case difficulty if a Muslim man harasses a woman who's wearing Western clothing, what will happen? How will this apply to that Muslim man? Surah Azab, Ayat. Huh? It will be a difficult case, you know? E- Even adultery and the rape, rape. Pakistan has put rape cases on zina. And I was telling them on Facebook, sidelines, that no, no, it should be that take Yusuf's case, Zulekha attacking him. That's for rape. Not zina case for rape that we need four witnesses. Surah 33 ayat 58. Whoever annoys a believing men and believing women unjustifiably harms. But since these believing men and women have earned it, and the Westerner says, these men are coming and they're harassing us and they're eve teasing us, and this is wrong. So it will be difficult for the Sharia court to decide for them. Rape cases. They're asking from a woman who claims, who goes and says, I've been raped. It goes to the police station as in Islamic countries, Muslim countries. Such a hard time they give her. That's so terrible. I can't think about it. It's so terrible. I don't want to think about it. It makes me sick. No, those who are right and what they have earned, and except for what they have earned, uh, then certainly they bear false accusation. How are the Sharia courts going to decide for a woman here, a Muslim, a non-Muslim woman, disbelieving woman, who in Muslim here goes in shorts, out t-shirt only or sleeveless? Huh? They will have a difficult time. So they should decide according to that woman's belief, right? And disposition. Even if she is like a, she has, she's having casual sex, let's say, right? She believes in having casual sex, but she cannot be raped in this country, in a Muslim country. She had some alcohol in the party and flirted. Even then, she should not be raped, forced. Her consent should be there. And according to her disposition, it should be decided. And if she's raped, that's terrible. That's go after the rapist. Don't. I mean, asking her for four witnesses and all this. Who will? This is nonsense. So the solution, at least I found in Islam, is in Surah Yusuf, at least ayat. How the wise man finds out who this who attacked Yusuf. If his shirt is, and only one wise man, not four witnesses. Oh, so the Muslim countries really don't know. Zina cases they take for rape cases. So at least this, as a Shia, I found that my religion at that time, but it's all terrible. Now there's DNA tests and all this. It should avail them. So I'm saying equality for all women, whether believing, disbelieving, this, that, right? Please. And not to even think low of these women who, you know, so this, it will be very hard to think about it. I'm not very articulate and I haven't prepared properly. I've been in pain today. Until, okay. So, having difficulty breathing, the pain comes. So, you see, please help me in this, right? Wouldn't it be difficult for the Sharia court if she's in an Islamic, not if she's in a un-Islamic, her country or something? So, so much lapse of justice happening. And God Himself is a lapse of justice. You know what I mean? So, this, according to their own disposition, you can go deeply into this, and please do, and consider, right? Humanity first. Moreover, I've got many, this UAE brother has come up. So proud of him, so brave, he says, that I found a, right, this on YouTube channel. Uh, Last time, remember, I left my case here today. Looking at this, opening my YouTube and finding that the UAE brother has taken a brave stance on UAE Muslim. Says, I'm risking everything, everything to share this with you. And who has put this on their channel? Yishai Flesher. Sorry if I've mispronounced his first name. I've heard his first name, him saying it, but I keep forgetting. UAE Muslim. Oh my God! So look at this, and there's this channel I found talking against UAE. Like, UAE is a terrorist country. UAE is this. UAE Muslim. I'm risking everything sharing this on Ishai's Flesher's channel. Moreover, I found against UAE. UAE uh, ter- terrorists. Wait, let me show you another. Just oh, sorry, not like this. I'll I'll search. Where is it? Oh, oops. Oh, this one view. Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, His Highness. Oh my God. I think that he's also risked his life. May God give him a long life. Long live UAE, protect our Sheikh's lives. Uh, Arab trillions for Trump as Israel massacres children in Gaza. Gaza. Middle East Eye has given this against UAE. Arabs. How the United Arab Emirates exports terror to the Muslim world. Amazing. The CJ World Worldman Show. Oh, please. Oh my God. This man. Okay, the what is it? The Thinking Muslim channel. Now against the UAE. The UAE fears a free Muslim world. I'm shocked. Sorry, I'm not that articulate, and also I get very easily shocked. The bloodied Emirates. How the UAE fears a free Muslim world with Dr. Andreas Craig. Oh, the Abraham Accords with the Arab Street. So, this one, sorry, this one, the bloodied Emirates, uh, I couldn't watch this. I just watched it here until here. And what is he saying? Like, I think I have cognitive dissonance. What is this person saying? Is he saying against UAE? Like, UAE fears UAE doesn't want a free Muslim world? Like, excuse me, I have a like he's saying against. So Sanjay says when they are in minority, they talk about equality. When they are in majority, they want Sharia. Ah, ha ha ha. Even in the Western world, right? Non-Muslim world countries. True, very true. Oh my God, it's so terrible, Sanjay brother. This is so terrible. This is dishonesty. This is deception, harming humanity. And let the Christian country be a Christian country, free country, secular country be a. Yes, when they are in minority, even abroad, they talk about equality. And when they are in majority, they want Sharia abroad. Okay, so, but this is the problem. And the Christians have left this. You see, in their Christianity Corinthian, where's, no, sorry, what was it? What was I on? Oh, covering your head, right? Woman's head. No, 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 no. Sorry, I wasn't on woman's head covering, but I was on this, the heathen courts. Jesus Christ has said, don't take your brother, settle your case before taking them to the court, right? Sorry, I'm kind of, I'm not articulate and I make mistakes, stammering and all this. But you see, the Christians have come out of this. The Muslims are on this that we want, since they are in majority and they feel now they have the right in Muslim in Western countries, European countries, to have Sharia courts. But UK, they've done like how many mosques are there? How many of their ministers, UK ministers are Muslims? They have invaded UK. It's an invasion by these Muslims. This way, they also, it's not just that, it's their religion and the majority. Okay, you have a Sharia court for your majority in the Western world or European world, but they've invaded UK. And, they're going to be in majority in North America too. The situation is becoming worse in India. Really sorry to hear this. Hmm. Yes, and also India. My God. So Sanjay brother saying that the situation is becoming worse in his country, India. Oh my God. No, see, Muslims, okay, you have your Sharia, one court, but it's like you're invading and what are you doing? Tell me how the situation is worsening in India. Let the others have their court. So the Christians, you see, something good happened with the Christians. They did not follow their religion properly. Jesus telling them that settle your cases before you are taken to court. Settle your cases before disputes and all between brothers and all each other. Your cases before you're taken to court, and the court will make you pay every penny of it. Matthew 5:25. Reconcile quickly with your adversary while you are still on the way to court. Bible Hub. And the population is increasing of Muslims because they can have more children and like this. Uh, how many wives? Settle matters quickly with your adversary who is taking you to court. Do it while you are still together on the way, or your adversary may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison. And these judges and all are heathens in Corinthian. Truly, I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. Matthew 5:27. You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. I tell you, and so on. But here it doesn't say that. Jesus doesn't say. The Bible I had, I think, said, I'm not sure. But I found that in Corinthian, in the later book of the New Testament after the Gospels. And that is not the Gospel of Jesus, of Matthew or on Jesus saying, Ghazwa Hind. Ah, do you think, oh my God. You think India is going to do, Muslims are going to do a Ghazwa Hind? I'm not. I don't know anything much about India. Sorry. So the one cannot trust anyone in this life. And Muslims, why would they want to do Ghazwa Hind? Ghazwa Hind. Yes. So there is this concern about Muslims in India and Pakistan wanting a Ghazwa Hind, because there is a hadith of Prophet Muhammad that kind of does it say directly or does it say indirectly? Does he say it indirectly? Some Muslims don't want this, but some Muslims want this. So, what about this, and how can we stop the Muslims from doing this? Not only India, UAE is in anyone. The Muslim countries are in trouble with these kind of people. Look at this thinking. Huh? Now they're blaming, who is this guy? The channel creator. Is he a British Pakistani origin? Who is he? He's blaming UAE for not wanting a free Muslim world. Acha, acha, Sunan. I have to read this again. Sorry, my mind. I know someone has given this. Thank you, Sanjay, brother Sunan. Um, Nasai. Nasai 3175. How does Prophet Muhammad talk about invades India? This is a direct hadith. It was narrated that Thawban, 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 the freed slave of the Messenger of Allah said, the Messenger of Allah said, there are two groups of my ummah whom Allah will free from the fire. Huh? The group that invades India and the group that will be with Isa ibn Maryam. Grade Hassan, Darussalam. This is the first time I've got a grade. Searching for the hadith. Yes, yes, you're right. This is scary. This is frightening. Uh, okay. It is a Sahih grade. It's a what the. That's why you're more. Is this another reason why you're concerned about the majority Sunnis when they are yeah, the Sunni especially, because I don't think the Shias would believe in this. Do the Shias take this? I'm not sure. I haven't gone into detail about my religion so much. No, I don't think this is from the Sunni Hadith. That's why the Indians are more concerned, and I understand your concern against Sunni Islam and non-Shia Muslims. Thank you, Sanjay brother. I have to go now because this thing, something has started on the loudspeaker, and it's going to distract me. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Sunni Hadith, sister. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back. I thought that you would. So no hard feelings. Hope all the best. Yeah, and forgive me. I don't mean to be. I hope I was rude because I thought you were not you were not honest with me here. So sorry for the misunderstanding and sorry for the rudeness and all. And I wish you the best. I hope you will be coming here and helping me. I really appreciate your help here, even now. And all the best to you. Oh God, this. Can you hear anything in the background, Sanjay? Oh, no problem, sister. Thank you so much for calling me sister and for all this. It really means a lot to me. You know how those that night the Muslims can really be very disrespectful. You can't hear the voice, the sound. Sorry, the sound in the background. Okay, that's great. That means I can, if I'm not distracted, I'm a little bit distracted by the sound, but you can't hear it. Okay, that's great. What else would you like to, and now anything else would you like to ask me, Sanjay, brother? This, um, so Muslims, see, just will the disbelieving women be molested by Muslims? At least there'll be some Muslims would think really terrible about them. And should they be molested? But I think Surah 33 at 58 would stop them from molesting these disbelieving women. They can take action. Sister, what is your opinion on Israel and Palestine conflict? My opinion, would it matter? I only give opinions, I should give only opinions where it helps both of them. I don't believe in killing innocent people, taking their lives, children, and all this. So whoever's taking care of not killing and not starting the war and all that, I'm with them. If my opinion, okay, where my opinion, would it help really, Sanjay brother? Would it help Israel? Would it help Palestine? Who is listening? This conflict should end, right? I think if it, if what will help the Palestinians? So, would it help the Palestinians, the Gazans, that Israel they get Israel back, and then where would these Israelis go? And they say the Israelis, the whole thing, and so do you think that getting now the Israelis are here, so you know do something that helps the other and yourself also, right? They were Israelis were indigenous people, right? I don't know if I talk, should I, as an outsider, even the insiders that, it's a very complicated thing. And who's ever the army, IDF is being killed, I stand for them. And then the Palestinian side, whoever, I stand with them. But will my opinion help? We want peace, right, Sanjay? We want peace, and now let the Israelis remain. And I would rather be very diplomatic about this. What my opinion? Will my opinion matter? It will just be like a gossip. that will go around and Chinese whispers, or and would it help Palestinian or Israel peace and living together? And where would the Israelis go? What do the Palestinians want? Even Quran says that the land belongs to uh, Bani Israel. How can they claim this? Well, they had come before before the first, so they're saying it's theirs, right? So now they're saying it's no, no. There's Quran claims that that is the land of the Bani Israel. How can they claim? Let's uh, let's see whether this land. Forget the scriptures. First, let's see in history what has happened here, right? What was Israel, and who are the Palestinians? Huh? Who aren't the Palestinian Arabs? So on this, right? Something a very humanity first. So and now the Israelis are there, and the Palestinians are also saying, forget the scriptures. It's an Israel is an apartheid state. What do you say about that? Even in history, Judaism came before Islam. Yes, but no, the Palestinians are saying that Israel. Yeah. So what are they saying? I don't understand. I don't understand. Apartheid state? The Israelis are saying this is not an apartheid state. And how come the Christians don't have a problem with these Israelis? And it's not even a colonial state, colonialized, that brought this about. So, apartheid state, Israel. Yeah, history, according to scriptures, their scriptures, Israel belongs to the Jews. And according to what history then? The real history here, this history without the religion, um, Israel belongs to whom? I mean, even Yathrib belonged to the Jews, and then Prophet Muhammad took it. Even in yeah, but even Yathrib, he went there as a refugee, and then he took over Yathrib. So if you are a Palestinian Muslim, how can you agree to what? I mean, you should agree. If Israel conquered you, the Jews conquered you over there in Israel, then leave them alone, right? The establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 realized the long held dream of a Jewish homeland, and it has since become the center of Jewish identity and culture for millions of Jews worldwide. Israel is seen as a place of refuge, a cultural renaissance, and a symbol of Jewish self determination. I think Palestinians, being Muslims, I think then they should leave Islam, right? Because how do they agree to Prophet Muhammad taking over Yathrib, Medina, and even changing the name? So whoever conquers takes it according to Islam. I'm not saying I agree with it, it's just through Islam. Whoever conquers takes it. So, yeah, history definitely Judaism came before Islam, and there were Jews here in Israel. It's their prophets and all. And there was no this thing. Okay. Oh, and another thing, right? The Muslims say Masjid al Aqsa. Masjid al Aqsa was not built by Prophet Muhammad, and it wasn't important, Masjid al Aqsa. Now, for the Muslims, it wasn't built at the time of Prophet Muhammad, right? And they say that this in Surah Isra ayat in Jerusalem, this is Masjid al Aqsa. Muhammad went to went to the furthest part. It's just the furthest Masjid al Haram, Masjid al Aqsa. Where was Masjid al Aqsa then? You know, there was no Masjid al Aqsa then. And he's changed the name since he changed the name of Yathrib, the land of city of Jews, to Medina. Prophet Muhammad and his Allah have changed. They want to put their own name, Masjid al Aqsa. Now ask the Israelites, when was Masjid al Aqsa there at that time? There was no Masjid al Aqsa. But this really, now I think Palestinians should understand that their land, they are, the Jews were indigenous people of Israel. The Arabs came, the Muslims came and conquered it, the Christians tried to conquer it, and all this. And now they, after being the Holocaust and all this in Europe, they came back to their country. The Jews finally established their state back on their land. And when was Palestine a state? When was Palestine a state, a country? It was just a land, I was told. Maybe I should not go too far on that. So this is what I've heard. I'm not sure. But, looking at what I know from my religion, then the Muslims should agree that whoever conquers is the winner of the land and the city and the country. And let it be then. For in 19, let it be that this was established in 1948, Israel, State of Israel. And before that, what was? So this is just not my opinion, but what I've found, my findings, what I've read. And I don't want to give opinions, you see. I want to give solutions to problems, and I want to give what is true. I don't want to give opinions that could be biased or something, it won't help. Opinions don't help in these cases. We want a solution, peace. What is now the solution that both the Jews and the Israel, innocent people, innocent women, innocent children, innocent people live together in peace? Now, what is the best solution for both of them? And if they want to go back to Palestine, who were you? Were you Arabs? You were Arabs, right? And the Arabs are not wanting them back. Not even Jordan. I heard, I'm not sure, like on YouTube and reading about this. So please, I don't I just want solution and the best so that both of them live together in peace now, what we have, and make the most and the best out of what we have. And this should not be my opinion, it's my wish for them. And I can't give my opinion on opinions, bias also. I don't want to be prejudiced or biased. And I really can't understand what this is really. It's not worth it. War and fighting, freedom fighters, and God knows what. It's a complicated thing, but we want peace. So let's make it simple. Try. This is so complicated, and both on 7th October, what happened, and then uh, I can't even get it. You know, like what happened on. I can't watch the videos much. I just shared them on Facebook. Just shared them. Sahih Muslim. So wouldn't it be correct? Let's get party together, Palestinian leaders and all. Mossab Hassan should come here. I invite him, warmly invited. Don't you think like the Palestinian now what they have, make the most out of it, not look to Israel. Make yourselves, not by breaking others. Set an example, a new example now. If history doesn't have it, you set it. You make yourselves, and not go for freedom for Palestine would mean what? This also. You set the trend for yourself, right? Make the most out of it now. Make Gaza like a beautiful city as it should be. I think it's got the sea and all. Make it beautiful. Work on what you have rather than what you don't have and try to get it back. Work on what you have. This is my wish, my advice. Abu Huraira reported Allah's Messenger saying the last hour would not come unless the Muslims will fight against the Jews and the Muslims would kill them until the Jews would hide themselves behind a stone or a tree, and a stone or a tree would say, Muslim or the servant of Allah, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him. But the tree, Gharqad, would not say, for it is the tree of the Jews. Yes, this Christian prince, David Wood, has already shown these things. Yeah, this is terrible. What is this? Only on a religion basis, kill them, kill them. This is outrageous. I don't have words for it. David Wood has gone into this. I mean, this is outrageous. So, but thank you, Sanjay. So yeah, with I mean, how can we help the Muslims realize that this religion is false? Huh? How many Sunnis have you helped leaving Islam? And if you help the Sunnis to leave Islam, they might go to into the Imam has appeared now, Ahmadi religion. They might go into Ismaili religion. They might go into a 12-verse Shia religion. But anyways, how many have you helped leave this religion? Do they give you a hard time, Brother Sanjay? Oh, it's really difficult. See, please, now on this, Muslims, why do you want to use your mind? And if you're brought up in the environment that has equality, respect for all women, regardless of race, creed, religion, color, culture, that is something. So, and then you don't have to have these bad thoughts about the disbelieving women who do not cover themselves, who speak softly, politely with men in the Western world, the non-Muslim world. You would respect each and every one. Isn't that better? So this religion, Allah considers where these laws. So also consider where these laws are coming from, whether from Allah or the mind, or even what Allah has given you as your disposition now. Muslims, taking Surah 17, Ayat 84, right? Please share this, Sanjay, please, if you find this. I know it's kind of, I don't know how to speak properly. It's kind of terrible. Hope you get what I'm saying. Hope the Muslims get what I'm saying and what I'm showing. Because I'm not articulate, not professional. I make lots of mistakes. But if you can help me, please share this sparingly. I would be so appreciative. Maybe someone will get me. So, you see, not only on the mind, he created you from one soul which had no gender. So, then he made from it male and female or mate. Okay, there's another ayat on this. So, can we go to the place where even before Adam was, not as a soul, but you know what I'm trying to show, what I was trying to show the Muslims is where Adam was naked and Eve was naked before they tasted of the tree. Surah 7, I 22. Through deception, and they're naked, the shame, before this feeling of shame. Can we go there? Surah 20, ayat 121 also. And they ate of it, and the private parts became apparent to them. And they began to fasten over themselves from the leaves of paradise. Or some translation is their shame became apparent to them. Can we go to Adam then? Adam and Eve, where they were before they had of this tree, and their shame became apparent to them. Can we go there? Then showing you, but you see, maybe Yusuf, there were times where these women, like Hazrat Khadija bint Khuwailid, was not covered, and they were respecting her. Zainab bin Josh was a proud widow, a widow, a proud Quraysh. She was a widow and a proud Quraysh, meaning Zainab bin Josh. Then this man, this religion did what to her? Oh, first cousin, proud widow. Why didn't you want to marry Zed? Circumstance of the marriage to Zed. Around 6 to 5, Muhammad proposed Zainab to marry his adopted son. Why? Zaid ibn Haritha. You see, no Quraysh proposed to Zainab to marry anyone. So those pagan Quraysh, polytheist Quraysh, at least in this, they were very good. Zaid had been born into the cult tribe, but as a child he had been kidnapped by slave traders and had been sold to a nephew of Khadija bint Khuwaylid, who in her turn had given him as a wedding present. Her husband doesn't know that Zaid is, you're not supposed to take kidnapped slave trade. Are you supposed to take like kidnapped slave traders? They're haram. I was told as a Shia, our Imam Musa Qazim or Imam Raza, said that this money is stolen and I can't take this. This is haram money. I can't. He knew they would reject this, and Prophet Muhammad doesn't know kidnapped. Well, maybe from the. But how much do we have on Zed from the Shia side? Oh, so after some years, he went to her husband Muhammad, Khadija's husband. Zainab was a prophet who were standing in the eyes and eyes. Oh, Ze- um, oh, she was an ambitious woman. Oh, come on now, putting Zainab down like this. But she was a proud Quraysh. Can't find it here. I had read it some time ago. Sorry, trying to look for it. If this is boring, I apologize. This part. I am a widow of the Quraysh. Here it is. I found it. The sister house. Um, I don't think you're allowed to use this word here. Better use another word. You know, Sanjay. Like how nonsensical, and this is a cult. Okay. See, Zainab was proud. Is this? See, I'm not on cult right now, Sanjay. Tirmidhi 2786. See how nonsensical cult this is. Okay. I'm sure the Christian apologetics and the ex-Muslims have already shown this. I'm not quite this. I don't sickening. I mean, the Quran and what the way it is enough for me, Sanjay. I hope you understand. This is this is all for the Sunnis. Uh, you see, I can't convince the Shias by giving such. I'm sorry, I don't like giving the Sunni side only. I like to help the Shias, like I said before. Narrated Abu Musa. I know it's got many ridiculous hadiths that it make me really sick. Every eye commits adultery, and when the woman uses perfume and she passes. Oh yeah, this is on eye, every eye. Very good. See, Sunnis for you help. Narrated Abu Musa that the Prophet said every eye commits adultery. Oh my God, that means that if you're looking at your beautiful mother, you're committing adultery. Your beautiful sister, you're committing adultery. Yes, it is very non. This is what is this? And when the woman uses perfume, oh my God, then we would be right committing incest. And she passed. If my brother, I wear perfume, my brother wears a cologne. Oh, this really is. Sorry, it is outrageous. Although Jesus Christ said the heart commits adultery, if you go towards a married woman, married man, going towards a married woman, even Christianity is nonsensical. But this gets even more and more nonsensical. This, like, you see, because who will live then if uh, sin everywhere. It's like a sin. It's like, interest, riba. Prophet Muhammad said it will be like sand. No one will be able to avoid interest. Then no one can avoid adultery. So then even close your eyes or what? Sanjay, brother, can you help me with this one? Okay, this is great. Thank God I came here because I don't like these terrible hadiths. Quran ayats are enough, but this addition, please see this. You can't live. Every eye commits adultery. You can't live. Please don't do this to yourselves. Leave Islam right now. Sorry, I said I'm not going to, but this is Allah is harming you. This Prophet's Allah. I'm going to say Prophet Muhammad's Allah. This is not the true Allah. This is not a true Prophet. Uh, no eye can now live. Now take Jesus's saying that if your eye sins, take it out. Every eye commits adultery. Forget that. And when the woman uses perfume and she passes by a gathering, oh my goodness. And the gathering, then she's like this and that. Oh, she's like this and that. What does he mean? Meaning an adulteress. Oh my, oh, here. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you. Wow, amazing. Right on the spot, on the topic. You see, even Sunni Hadith is like this. Meaning she's, thank you for your help, Sanjay. I would not have remembered this Hadith 2786, Jamia Tirmidhi. Great, Hassan. Thank you also for giving me Hassan. Great. He's Muslims. Someone help me. Sanjay, if I could have invited you, but I'm not on. I'm on screencasting. Please speak against this. No one can live except for commit. Every eye commits adultery, meaning we can't live without committing adultery. Women is also this and that adulteress. Yet, I this prophet is women. This is not empowerment that you are told in Surah uh, 33, ayat 32. This is such a. This is I. When I'm too shocked, it's outrageous. Please, what is he trying to say? Sister, relating to this, I have another point. Can I? Sure, sure. Yes, if relating to this, then definitely. Sanjay, brother. My goodness. He's made every eye commit adultery. And every woman who wears perfume passes by a gathering when they're not even looking at her. She's like this and that, meaning an adulteress. Sunan ibn Majah, 1882. Woman arrange her own marriage. She is an adulteress. Is this implements to their. Oh, yeah, yeah, like after Khadija. Khadija is the one who proposed to Muhammad, right? So what Sanjay is giving me is Sunan ibn Majah. Majah 1882. Sorry, Sanjay, I'm slow. Oh, this is too much. That one. And now this one is a contradiction to Khadija proposing to Prophet Muhammad, right? And this is great Sahih. So this is above Hassan, even good. This is Sahih. It was narrated from Abu Hurairah that the Messenger of Allah said, no woman should arrange the marriage of another woman, and no woman should arrange her own marriage. The adulteress is the one who arranges her own marriage. So does this also pertain to, then it pertains to Khadija bint Khuwailid, Mother Khadija. See, Sanjay Dutt is saying. Oh, sorry, Sanjay Dutt. Oh, sorry, Sanjay. Remember Sanjay Dutt, just mistake. You see what is this? It makes my blood boil. And women, don't waste your time on this. Who has said women are evil? Women are this, women are adulterous, and a contradiction in the hadith and the history of Khadija, Islamic history. Khadija proposed to Prophet Muhammad. Sunan ibn Majah 1882 is a Sahih hadith. What do you do now, Muslims? What do you do? You take both, and how do you reconcile both? So that means Khadija is saying is an adulteress, was an adulteress. Shias will, no, this is the enemy. It was narrated by Abu Huraira. Shias will try to show there is, oh God. So I don't know, there's a contradiction. That means Khadija, al Mu'mineen, was an adulteress. Khadija. My God, what kind of a thing is this? At least the Shias can say that we reject this Abu Huraira's narration about Prophet Muhammad saying this. Proposed. So in all the there's not one historical Islamic history that says that Khadija did not propose to Prophet Muhammad. In the Sunni it says Khadija did propose. Even Shias, right? So look at this contradiction on a Sahih Hadith against the Sahih Hadith of the Sunnis. Muhammad used to manage a caravans, and Khadija, being impressed by the skills of Muhammad, sent a proposal to the Islamic Prophet. And even I think Allama Majlisi writes that all that about her having a dream, and uh, not only Aisha, but she proposed. Khadija proposed to Muhammad, then okay, the Shias could reject this hadith because they don't accept Abu Huraira's. You see, the Shias don't accept Abu Huraira's hadiths. Even if they are Sahih, this is the thing. Oh, so here also a woman is an adulteress if she arranges her own marriage. Arranging a marriage, like proposing, no one should arrange the marriage of another woman. And no one, oh, sorry, no woman should arrange the marriage of another woman. So man should, and no woman should arrange her own marriage. Like propose even. Oh yes, propose. So Hazrat Khadija did it. This is definitely not a religion to, this is not a true religion. Thank you so much, Sanjay, brother, for the help. Oh my God, and look at this. Who's narrated Abu Musa, but it is a Hassan Hadith. I don't know who Abu Musa is, sorry. And the Prophet said, every eye commits adultery. And when the woman uses, Prophet said, "Ugh." So I think I've had enough of the Quran ayats. Do you not see? And the tafsir. Please, even if there were no tafsirs, just contemplate not be abused. The believing, so they would not be abused. Okay, we take Surah 33 at 58. But, we could toss here and there. But definitely we could say that the Muslims will have a bad mind against about these disbelieving women, thinking badly, lowly, right? So thinking lowly about the disbelieving women who do not cover themselves, it would make them easily to what? To harass, wanting that they would want to go to these disbelieving women. When they see them, they can't live with them. They would say, cover yourselves or something. And those who harm believing men and believing women for other than what they have earned, I think Allah is making it more difficult is also making it difficult for the believing men and the believing women by giving them bad thoughts for those disbelieving women, polytheist women, right? And then he expects them that, to behave themselves against the disbelieving women. If you have bad thoughts about these disbelieving women who are not covered like the believing women, then it will be difficult for you, Muslims, men and women, to think, right? To not act in a bad way against these disbelieving women who are not covered like the believing women. Okay? So please see this. This is not from true Allah. And then maybe you can uh, go to the mind, right? Like I did. Descartes. Descartes said, what is it? The saying, I think, therefore I am, right? Then you see, do this thing on your thoughts. Can you stop them? Can you control them? So, how shall I put it? Like, try to study your mind, what it is. And if you need help, Jiddu Krishnamurti's books are there online for free and videos on YouTube for free. What is the mind? Mind is time and all this. Please, but leave this religion. Even if you don't find anything to do, just now, but at least leave this religion. Don't waste your time on this religion. And what we have now, that is a secular system. So just take that. We don't, you have a choice. You at least have a option. Not like you don't have an option. Just go with with the secular system and all this. Please, this covering will not empower women. It's going to make them be inside, right? Constrained, in prison, in their homes, and the men take over. Like these poor women, some of the believing women can't even talk. They have to talk like this to a man. So don't even see the man. What is in Saudi Arabia should end. The woman may not even be able to uh, pick up a mobile phone of her husband, and when he's in the somewhere busy, and say, "Oh, my husband is not around. Can you call again later or something?" Yeah, they have to put a message there, machine messenger. Sorry, I'm not around. Yeah, now they have. But before, when they had those landlines, women cannot talk to men, cannot bring their voice out. You see how where Islam takes them. All authority for the men over them. And you have another option. I'm showing you that this is all from the mind, not from Allah. That you, oh, no, no, I have to be true to my Allah. And if I can't, you know, if I go to Saudi Arabia, oh, I must live like these Saudi Arabian women and girls who do hijab, who cover themselves. Don't go, yeah, this, I'm true to my Allah. What, you are not true to that true Allah. How can I show you in other ways? This is not a true Allah. This is Prophet Muhammad's Allah. This is rubbish, garbage. This is harmful. And then Maulana Saab, and then our religious scholar, can we do this? Can we do that? It goes into nitty gritties. It is not good for you. It is not good. No, but how softly shall we speak? Or can we speak like this? It shouldn't be too soft, or but it can be hard. My God, it can go on and on and on. And you're in this confined to your house. It's like prison, to your room. Afghanistan, Afghanis not having windows now for their women, their daughters. Oh my God, so terrible. It can go this far, and it's okay for the Muslims. No one will object. Oh, they're practicing the true. They're very, very sincere. No one will object. It's like a prison cell. It's not even like a prison cell. The Afghanis, I heard, I'm not sure how far that is true. They don't have now, they're not making windows for their daughters, wives, and women of the house. The women for their in the for their rooms. This is worse than a jail cell room. Torture. You don't get fresh air. This is not natural. Absolutely unnatural. So I will do my best to convince you, show you, not convince you. You see, I'm doing my best to help you see, think, not wrong thinking. Allah says, think for even believing in Allah. But look, Yusuf didn't use his thinking for this. He said, Allah helped me. If Allah, my Lord, didn't have mercy on me, I would have gone for Zulekha, the king's wife. Ah, everything fails here, what Allah has said in the Quran on this Surah Yusuf ayat 12, 53 ayat. I do not seek to free myself. So if Allah had mercy on all men, moreover, what else can we use? Help me. Okay. Use your mind. Let go of fear for the search for true Allah. Let go of the mind first. Sorry, let go of fear. And then how can you let go of the mind, right? You say we have to judge, we have to see logic. Yes, use your mind for logical thinking, but not more like use your mind on this. Doesn't the what does your mind say? And okay, doesn't the mind say that no, no, the Quran says, right? Tafsir says that if your disposition is everyone, Allah says everyone acts. So your habit, how do you get instincts? All instincts are not the same. Then the disposition as instincts, all human instincts are not the same. Then intention. Even instincts can change in a different culture upbringing. Oh my goodness. Way or manner, such as disposition, habit, instinct. So there's difference in instincts, right? Oh my God, this is what Allah means? Then there are different instincts. There's not one uniformity in. There's no uniformity in instincts of human beings. But okay, let me see the Shia comment. Don't tell me if the Shia commentary have I Ibn Qadir abridged. Oh, Shia said go. Shia commentary said go to some other ayat. I think I checked if I'm not mistaken. Turning away from Allah at times of ease and despairing at times of calamity. Allah tells us about the weakness that is inherent in man. Inherent in man, except for those whom He protects. Allah has made man weak. Quran ayat, right? This Allah. So he's inherent in man except for those whom He protects. Except for so He could have had mercy on all men. So they wouldn't lust, they would be like Yusuf. And even if they are attacked by women, come, come, sleep with me and all this, touching them and all. Beautiful woman, like they say, no, 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 no. Huh? Right? So, except for those whom Allah protects. He, meaning Allah protects. This. Now, did I use my mind or what did I use? Tell me. Did I use prejudice? Did I use bias? See how I brought myself here. This was my Shia Islam was my religion. Now I'm dead against it. Why? What did I do here? So using unbiased, unprejudiced logic, step by step coming here, pure reason. How? What would you call it? What is this HD? Oh, it hasn't come here. It doesn't come. You'll have to. Oh, it has. Shia Online Library. Yeah. Yes, you can go there. Yeah, you found the right website, I think. Yeah, that's the Shia website, Sanjay brother. See, what did I use? Good health, ease. If Allah blesses a man with wealth, good health, see how I reached this without looking at this tafsir, you may not believe me, right? So when Allah can protect and bless both times of ease and calamity, right? And save you and bless you, for man with wealth, good health, ease, provision, help. Why doesn't he, what Yusuf said, if Allah had not had mercy on me? So, how did I realize? Since you are also, your religious scholars are using their mind, I'm using my mind. So, using that mind, unbiased. You see, your religious scholars are trying to defend this religion, it seems. If you just purely use your mind to find out the truth, what did Allah say, moreover, right? Reflect. How would you reflect? So reflect on the Quran. If there were contradictions, much contradictions, then it would be from other than Allah. Now you see, I can't tell you how I use my mind here. So if Allah had mercy on all men, like He had mercy on Yusuf, like Surah 12, ayat 53 says, shown mercy by my Lord. Except those shown mercy by my Lord, then they would not be affected by lust, or women, or the eye would not do adultery. Every eye does adultery. Now, Prophet Muhammad has gone beyond, like, you can't live without adultery then. Oh, so he's got his women covered and they can't even bring their voices out. You know, in Saudi Arabia, Iran, the hijab thing, and now Iran, even Shias would don't bring your voice out at all. Finish it. In this On this website, there is a fatwa of Ayatollah Khomeini. Says how to have intercourse with prepubescent babies. Horrible. It's sick. Yeah, Ayatollah Khomeini, right? Yeah, so it is true. I found it on other websites, and so it is. Oh, so Shia. Oh, sorry. Look what Sanjay is saying, brother Sanjay. Thank you for this help. I need to show this to the Shias. Oh, a Shia online library. Sanjay says on this website there is a fatwa of Ayatollah Khomeini saying how to have intercourse with prepubescent babies. Horrible, sickening, outrageous. Oh, I can't click Shia. Okay, so Shia online library. This is not the Shia Ahlul Bayt. Oops. Oh, the online library. Oh, this is in this is the Thaqlain. This Yeah, this one. It's in Arabic. Is there a translation? Is it on this page or where is it? Do I have to search for it? It can't be on the main page. So I'll have to search for it. Thank you. This website I don't go to. It's in Arabic. You can Urdu one. The ones who know Urdu, I think it says it's in these languages, but not, it doesn't say. Can't find English here. Shia project, Shia project. That's why I don't come here to this website. But thank you so much. Okay, so Shias, check this out, please. See, it's mostly in Arabic and other languages except for English. Oops, I think Urdu, you can translate it in Urdu. Yes, I know. Apostate Imam was using this, used to use this when I was following him. I don't use this. I use the English one, multilingual Quran and all. But Sanjay says in this, okay, I trust you, Sanjay, brother, on this website because I have found on other websites about Khomeini saying tying into how to have intercourse. Yeah, you can't have intercourse, but you can do the thawing and all this with prepubescent babies. Horrible, extremely horrible. This is outrageous, really. No, it's like, yeah, it's like how to, you know, tying and all that. So now Sanjay brother has told me that on this Shia website you can get what Khomeini has said about when you're married to babies, prepubescent babies, what you can do with them until the age of nikah comes, until you can have sexual intercourse with them. So this. Anything else, Sanjay? My live streams 2 hours 41 more minutes, and I've been in lots of pain today. It's been a miracle. I don't know how I've tried to do qigong healing, distance healing, thanks to those healers. I thought I'll have to go to the hospital or maybe later on this pain would not go. I couldn't talk without moaning and groaning out of pain. But now I have to go take a break. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all this help. It's valuable, very valuable to me. It means a lot to me, and I can't thank you enough, Brother Sanjay. Keep coming here. Please keep helping me. Okay, my dear sister, take care. You're most thank you, thank you, thank you. You too. That was uh, you too, my dear brother. Take care. Be in the best of care. Wish you the best. Okay. Hope you come back whenever. Is the daytime good for you this time or the later night time? Anything else before I go? Anything? Please leave this religion. It's a state of mind, it's a mindset. Please leave this religion. If you're brought up, uh, in where you're taught to respect all women and they can just be dressed as they like, then you will respect that woman, you will respect that girl, you will not be doing adultery and lust, like having these desires and all this. And it's also very natural to grow up having these desires. What is our next live stream, sister? Oh, I don't know, I can't say. What would you suggest that I can talk about properly? Some things I can't really talk properly, I'm not that eloquent. Oh, yeah, it's hurting. What would you suggest, brother? Sanjay. I wish you the best. Lots of love to and warmest regards to your family, your country. What a gentleman. What a great person you are. So honored to have you here. What would you, I think, do you think this is enough? Like I would ask you, is this enough to tell the Muslims this live streams on this Surah 33 at 59? Excuse me. Excuse me. Maybe if I find something else on this, I will continue with Surah 33 at 59 and the same ayat. Do you think this is enough? I have been will be able to show these Muslims, help these Muslims leave Islam and respect all women. They can dress the way they want to, and it's natural to have these feelings. You don't have to feel bad about it, also. And you don't have to be, you can be comfortable in your body, women, little girls. Please don't put this in the minds of your little girls, this Islam, right? This also, and keep your little girls away from this Islam, leave Islam. And I think the more Muslims leave Islam, the better it will be, the safer it will be for all of us. Even ex Muslims will be helping us so much by leaving Islam. Then they can't bring that law against or apply that law against ex Muslim apostates, murtads, or mulhids, or blasphemers. So, when is our next live stream? Okay, what I thought, what our, sorry, I got you wrong, Sanjay brother. Our next live stream, I don't know. I can't say because I'm not well. So maybe tonight again, or maybe the tomorrow. Tomorrow, I can't say for sure when it will be, but I can say that I'll come tomorrow because of my health and the way I am. I apologize. I cannot, you know, tell you. Sorry, I misread this. What is our? I thought, what is our next live stream on? Sorry, I've become. So now I'm losing it. I think because of the pain also, and I get things wrong. I better uh, leave. Sanjay, is that okay? Maybe tonight. You. I hope you do get a notification. No problem, sister. I apologize greatly for that. I can't give you the exact time, but thanks. Thanks for saying no problem. Take care of yourself. Yes, you too. Thank you so much. Have a great day, beautiful day. All the best. And please let me know if next time, I don't know when, do you think this is okay enough? I hope this helps the Muslims to see that this is such a terrible religion. To leave it, it's a false religion. Even Shias,